Welcome to Swiggy Steve's Bargain Beer Reviews. Happy New Year, everybody, if I've not said Happy New Year before. And this is beer number 1 of 2020. I'm in this barn that we've got at the end of his house today. The best place is because the light's gone and it's a bit busy in the house at the moment, so I thought I'd come in here and do a beer review. So here we've got Toffee Ale by Harper's Brewery, not to be confused by Hardy Anson's. It looks very similar to the Hardy Anson's brewery logo. 4.8%, just below 5, but we can forgive them for that because that means they'll get less tax on it, which means they can sell it cheaper, and I'm cool about that. Came in at Aldi at £1.29 a bottle, so we've got 500ml here. So here we go, and one thing I will say before we even started this one, look at that, got a lovely crown. Oops, where's the camera? There we go. Look at that. Focus it there. There we go. Lovely little crown. That's good. We like a good crown, don't we? I'm going to show you my collection of crowns one day. I'm sure you can't wait for that. Now that smells like toffee. It smells like really caramelly toffee. It smells like I've just opened up, you know, the Cadbury's caramel. When the chocolate with the caramel in it and you open it up and it smells a bit toffee. It smells a bit like that. What else can I compare that to? It almost reminds me a little bit of the old Speckled Hen when they did a nutty beer, and it almost had like a caramelly hazelnuttiness. It's kind of got that going on, a bit of a hazelnut caramel. It's obviously a synthetic taste they've added to it, but it does smell very, very caramelly. I don't think I've had just a toffee ale before. I've had lots of beers that are toffee flavoured because of the malts. You're picking up toffees and caramel, but I don't think I've had a beer that's a toffee beer. Maybe I have. So, give it a bit of a swish. So you get some of the malts, slight metallicness from it. Got that slight mass-produced sort of smell coming from there. We've got like half a finger's worth of slightly tan head. A lovely almost ruby colour to that beer, maybe. Looks a little bit different in your light, but in my light looks a little bit ruby. Give that a swish, 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 swish. Decent lacing on the glass. Not too bad. See if we get anything else. Just getting that toffee. Sweet, caramelly toffee. I'm not really getting any fruitiness off that. I suppose I'm getting a slight baked bread on it. Only very slight though. Okay, let's dive in. Yeah. It's a caramelly beer. It's got a nice, it's got a very standard bitter drive to it. So it's got quite a plain beer bitterness to it. So a bog standard, probably some earthy hops in there, like a Fuggles and a Goldings or something. Malts in there, they've obviously used probably caramels, or they'll have used crystal malts of that sort of thing. Maybe some slight dark malts. You're getting a slight bitterness coming through on the back, and then it stops. And there's nothing. There's no follow to this beer. It's sort of like you get your boost of caramel, then you get like a very mass-produced, traditional bitter flavour to it that you might get from Green King or Hobgoblin or something like not Hobgoblin, but I'm trying to think of another brewery where you get that, or like a Charles and Wells, there sort of stuff, where it's almost a little bit sort of coiny, a little bit coppery maybe. It certainly is on the smell. You're getting like quite a metallicness. I'd drink this again though. But that initial carameliness is very nice. It is pleasant. It's an odd one. I'd drink it again. But at the same time, it's got like maybe a bit of a cheapness to it, shall we say. Students, if you're watching, or people that just like cheap beer, or can only afford cheap beer for whatever reason, it's worth $1.29. It is. Is it the best £1.29 tasting beer I've ever had? No. The body's quite thin. The head's still there. And there's decent enough lacing on there. It tastes good. Got like a butteriness to it, like a butter biscuit, but it's not got. Don't satisfy the taste that much. The taste buds. It's not a satisfying aftertaste. Like I said before, you're getting the toffiness, you're getting the caramel, and then it stops, and you get a slight bitterness from the hops, a slight moorishness, but that's it. Let's have a look, see what it says on the bottle. It don't tell us anything. It just says Toffee Ale. It's a surprise. Not giving us much there at all, is it? It does what it says on the bottle. It's probably how I would expect it to taste. It's more caramelly than anything. It's a very caramelly toffee. It's not like a bonfire toffee or a dark toffee or a fruit toffee. It's more of a toffee that you get in like a Werther's Original, for example. Or a toffee that you get in Quality Street without chocolate around it. That'd be a nice beer, wouldn't it? A chocolate caramel beer, chocolate toffee beer. Harpers, if you're listening. Listen, these guys, they're selling beer at a budget. £1.29 for 500 mils. It tastes thin. It does taste quite cheap. But it has got a nice initial toffee vibe to it. Is it a good beer or is it an okay beer? It's the top of okay. I'm going to give it the top. So I'm going to give it a 6.9 out of 10. 6.9 out of 10. And I would try that. I would drink this again. I would try this again and drink it. I think it's fine for price. You know. 6.9 out of 10. I can't give it much more than that. It's not bad for the price. And for £1.29, especially if you like toffee flavoured beers, it's alright. It's pretty good. So, tell me what you think. If you try this beer, let me know below in your comments. And I'll see you on the next beer review.